is, the short word for mute is mute, and the long word is mutant. And it's real easy to rearrange those kind of phrases of words and syllables. That rigorous. It said the Purple Heart from the Museum of the FBI. It looked like a Nazi sign, but it's not. They think it's Jewish, but it's not. It's milestone, it's a Declaration of Independence. So all they're saying is death in the air. They're saying death angels, the fallen angels, out of belief. If they're walking on water, with or without science, Jesus did that first, in God's name. That defines a demon when death in the ear. There's no recovery. There's no recovery from this. No one can recover from something like that. And they're going to use the shape and symbol of the Purple Heart from Declaration of Independence from the FBI Museum of the Police Academy. It's at the FBI's Police Academy Museum. That's the police museum that the FBI handles, right? That's not Nazi, that's not Jewish. That's not the Holy Grail. It's claiming it's the Holy Grail, first aid. Right? Research is after the 18th century. The early 18th century. And that timeline. And historics. 17, 18, 19. This one's 18. 19, 20. It's like 200 years old. Okay? The police museum is a couple thousand, I found out. That means these people are walking out of their graves, literally. Rolling over in their graves. And Spider-Man and the X-Men are 100 years old. Maybe 200-300 years old. With children. And there ain't nothing going on if Superman, Batman and Robin. Now if you watch the Joker, they all got hurt by a vampire cult. Okay? This is about Jesus. When the X-Men are walking on water like Jesus did, and they part the sea and the sky opens. And even Nightcrawler fit description of Hellboy when the skies open and hell rains down. Of the choir of the angelic ones known as the angels. These are the fallen angels. These are demons. When they hit the world. And they sin. That's the translation of mutant. That's what they're saying, demon. It's kind of clever to use something that ancient, but all they hold was the Purple Heart and the idea of the police using them. That's it. But they all did the CIA stuff too, and was also placed in the CIA stuff. So that everyone that bully took the law in their own hands. This is not just Superman. This is not just Spider-Man. This is not just Batman. This is not just what the Joker and his wife went through as a family. They all have families. They all have children. And they're all 100 years old. They're elders. And they look 21 years old today. And the other ones don't. Now these ones are of age. And they're 1,000 years. Something ain't right if these are elders still dropping the bomb on America. And they gotta use an art clip in a movie that never made it to theaters. As their excuse to get away with attempted murder. That's what the CIA did. They used that as an excuse to get away with attempted murder. That's what Dog the Bounty Hunter did. That's what A&E's Digital Impact did. They all dropped the bomb. And they're using Star Trek and the yellow jumpsuits, the blue and the green and the orange. How many codes are there? The color of code from a CIA boy. This is what they did using the police museum. Now you gotta audit it. But the violence is real. The zombie isn't. The vampire isn't. The fairy isn't. Of course it won't be. But the violence is real. This is a different kind of Star Trek that they're using. They all have UFOs. They all have a Green Goblin Dover that they can just buy at the store. And it's not a good hoverboard. They can just buy a hoverboard from the store. But it's a sin to cause harm in the Constitution. That goes against the Constitution. That goes against everything everyone ever believed in. For the humanity of America. It was for America and by America to have no statute limitation. That means you don't get limitation when you reach the sky, the NASA Museum's star system, of their solar system and their data system. But let's see, why be a hero? You're not the FBI. Why are you the military? You're not the FBI. If you're that old and you're gonna roll over in your grave, you should really go see a physician, because there's no cure for the jungle fever. That's not orthodox. But they're all doing the exact same thing each time. Each time they're doing the exact same thing. And everybody wants to catch it on film. But yet, the Green Goblin of Harry Osborn and Mark Zuckerberg was at 650 Georgia and 666. With a Dover. Y'all don't know who invented that stuff. Y'all don't know whose UFO you're fucking with. Y'all don't know whose communicator you're fucking with. And you couldn't tell the FBI about that stuff? That stuff they stole from the UFO and Star Trek and Star Fox, that's dangerous. What they do. They could have stole that from Alien vs. Predator. And no one knew. Now, why ain't Alien vs. Predator Chinatown? Why ain't Ocean City a culture of Chinatown? Why ain't Alien vs. Predator one of the merged worlds of Chinatown culture? Why isn't that one of the new planetarians? Why wasn't Mexico one of the new planetarians? Why wasn't Georgia University on the maps? It's dead. But you'll find Rome. Why Waldorf and La Plata? Romans on the map. Or Darkwater of Ocean City. Richmond, Virginia. That took too long. Why aren't they the culture in Chinatown? How many lost cities are there in these merged worlds of the planetarians? But they got a UFO and they're destroying and dropping the bomb in Washington, D.C. That's what the Guardian Galaxy did. That's what the Avengers did. Who was the Avengers, Chinatown? Doctor Strange, Wanda's Vision. Let's see, who else do we got? All the Avengers, the Incredible Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, the Panther. The Panther came out of Georgia University. That's Rome. But no one could bring a fossil home to this galaxy. But everyone's stealing Star Trek and the private jets of an airplane. You do know what a private jet is, don't you? That's just an airplane. That's another UFO. But we labeled them after they attacked Oracle. Because I did an internship there. I can't even work there anymore. It's unsafe. I can't even go back to Fourth Waffle House anymore as work. It's unsafe. They started dropping the bomb on all of us. This is years ago. And Hugh Jackman, the next one, was over there when it happened. One out of many. Them and their kids. Six Flags Over Georgia. The same people each and every fucking time. And they still cause a CIA fucking war crime by plagiarizing music. They all fucking did it. And they're doing it again to each other. Ant-Man, Winter Soldier, Daredevil, Wasp-Man. Who else did we leave out? Doctor Doom, Silver Surfer, Fantastic Four. That's 10 people in the Intergalacticals. And they're dropping a bomb. But yet, Spider-Man is trying to pull the tanks off me, the war tanks. And off herself. But they're still fighting with Star Fox Lizard Boy. And thinking that they work at Warner Brothers Theater. That's a museum. It's dead. But everyone considers themselves. They have to go to the FBI for that attorney job. They're going to get it. They already broke the law. But no one talked to Alien vs. Predator Starship about where this technology and science came from. No one talked to Las Vegas about where the science came from. No one talked to the Panthers about Georgia University. Where'd that science come from? But no one talked to the Stargate or Star Trek about where that science came from. Y'all gotta talk to people about this stuff. You're not supposed to attack someone and steal their UFO. Or I'm going to hear about it. And it ain't good. You're not supposed to put a gun to someone's fucking head and say, let's start filming. That's a good Deadpool, ain't it? To put a fucking gun, rob a bank, and say, let's start filming. To their fucking head.